All right. Well, obviously, that's a tough one for us. It stings. Yeah, I want our guys to feel that. They understand. I want our coaches to feel it. We talked about finishing, and we didn't do that. But I'll say this. I'm really proud of our team. I'm proud of our guys. They did a lot of good things tonight. We're going to learn from it. It's a long season. You got to give credit to Green Bay. I thought they obviously 12 coming back in the game. He showed who he was. We knew that, so give credit to them, their coaches, their defense stepping up in the red zone, and it was obviously a good one for all the fans, a better one for the Green Bay fans. But again, I'm proud of our guys, and we got to grow from this.
What was your vantage point on the Cobb touchdown and what went wrong there?
Well, I'll go back and watch it and see the specifics. But I just think there's some guys that get open in space, and then there's some missed tackles, certain angles that go on, and so Aaron made a good throw, good catch, and then the run after the catch obviously was big for them.
Man, I know you're still got to rewatch it, but the offense seemed to be flowing in the first quarter. How much of that was what the Packers?
Happy with our guys. One of the things we didn't want 3 and outs, and we did have a little lull there where we had 2 3 and outs, and then they had 2 touchdowns. And I think that's where you could start seeing that things were going the other way. And so our guys are going to be battle tested, be pissed, all that. But once we get back at it tomorrow, we learn from it. We look ourselves in the mirror, including myself. We start with myself, and we see how we can get better, and then that's what we'll do.
Did you feel like you took your foot off the gas a little bit in the second half?
No, not at all. Because you're where we ended up getting a 5-yard gain and a 4-yard gain, and didn't get it. And so there's some times there where it would have been nice to get that first down for whatever reason, but no. So it's you run the ball. We were getting good yards, and it just happened to the flow of the game changed a little bit, and then we went back to I thought we put together a really good drive there at the end. We chewed up some time. We got first downs, key third downs. We just we got that field goal, went up 6, which was good, better than staying up 3. And then they scored a touchdown at the end.
How many times have you ever seen a performance like one that Aaron?
He did a good job. Yeah, I mean, I've seen some pretty good performance. He's special, and we all know that. So you got to tip your cap to him, man. What a hell of a competitor, and guys out there playing injured, and comes back and fights, and they know what they have. We know that, like that, and but at the same time, I want our guys, our team, and they will. They'll learn from it. Well, so in the first half, he was pretty much what we thought, but we didn't know it for sure. We weren't sure exactly. Like I told you, we didn't know how many reps he'd get. We wanted to see where he's at conditioning wise. He was doing well. He's feeling good, making plays, and making big time plays. So I think our defense will see that. Right? And when our offense is dominating, the defense got. So when they're off track a little bit, that's when you run in. This stuff.
When you got into the second half, what was your sense of where the offense was at that point in the game?
So we felt good second quarter. We got a little bit out of rhythm in the second quarter, so we wanted to come out in the third quarter, kind of establish the run a little bit. So we were where we were at with that. And then like I said, we had a couple of those 3 and outs. That just sticks to mind with me. That we needed to chew up some yards, get some first downs, which we didn't do. And then before you know it, they're right back in it. And so now there's, I forget how much, 8 or 9 minutes in the game, and you're back to square one now. And so credit to Mike Pettin and that defense.
Any idea why the pass rush didn't seem as dominant in the second?
Well, they were getting the ball out quick. Anytime you're going to have what happened to them in the first half, you're going to do that. And then plus you can't have Aaron out there running around on a.
What was your kind of snap evaluation of Mitch?
That's again, it stinks that we lost. It's no fun. But I really was impressed with how he commanded that huddle and the things that he did, kind of stepping up in the pocket and extending plays. He had some third downs there where he did a really good job. So we're not there. We're not there, but we'll get there. And I know he'll be the first one in that building tomorrow, back in there hammering the tape.
He had those 2 long passes in the first quarter. I think one to Robinson, one to Gabe.
Mm-hmm.
That seemed to be a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Were the Packers doing something different there?
They were playing off a little bit. They played a little more zone, which is okay. But that's why I thought we were able to run the ball pretty well. I think I don't. Know what our average was, but it felt like it was pretty good. But no, I mean, again, it's not really by design as much as sometimes just within the play. You don't always call deep plays and they become deep plays, and you don't always call short plays and they, or vice versa. So
Now, you talked a couple of times since you got here about what you learned from the last game.
yeah.
Is there any commonality between the last game you coached in here in terms of playing with a lead, and what did you learn from that game that you tried?
Yeah. So, well, when you have a lead, there's the balance that we just talked about of are you not aggressive enough? Well, again, you were getting good yards running the ball, so that's what we were doing. And I felt like in the third quarter we weren't as efficient on third down, which is what we'll go back and look at. So again. Team of trying to help improve us, and I know our guys right now are bummed in the locker room, and that's okay to feel that way. But we'll we're going to grow.
Matt, knowing how much you put into prepping for this opener, what impressed you most about the opening drive and the way you guys went down?
Well, because I knew we could do that. I really did, and they proved it, and it was so good for our guys to have that, and they didn't. so some of those are scripted, those plays, and so they're able to study them. But they see it's there. They understand that it's there, and that's one of the beautiful parts of our team right now is we are so young. We're young as a staff. We're young as players, and that's no exception. That's no excuse. But when you see it, then it makes you feel good, and we're not going to point for this one thing. This team won't do. The offense didn't do well. The defense didn't do well. The special team won't happen. Not here.
The first play you called, was that a key formation?
What do you think?
Or was it a throw? Was it intentional? Or is it,
Yeah, it was. It was.
given the history.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
With the type of confidence swings that there were tonight, and maybe with Kyle Fuller specifically, was on the wrong end of a couple plays, do you have to worry about that? I know a corner has to have a short memory to begin with, but do you have to do anything special to make sure that he's not down after a night like tonight?
No, not especially with Kyle. It's the next play mentality. Do you think Kyle doesn't know that that catching that ball what that would do? So we get it. I mean, there was a lot of other plays in that game that could have affected the outcome, and so he'll be hard on himself because of who he is. But I wouldn't want it any other way.
Thanks, guys.
No problem.
What changed after that? What did they do? Anything differently, or was it you guys?
I think it was a little bit of both. You always got to give credit to them for mixing it up. It's always tough week one with all the unscouted looks, and ultimately it falls on us with the execution. We just got to continue to stay aggressive and execute the plays. But we were moving the ball early, and we moved the ball throughout the game. We just weren't finishing in the red zone and finishing in critical times. So just got to go back to work this week and figure it out and go back to the film and see what mistakes were made. But it feels good when you're moving the ball, and obviously it feels bad when you're not. So we just got to go back to work.
What went well on that opening drive, the way you guys went down the field?
We were running the ball well, so the run was opening the pass, and we were in attack mode. So when you pick up a few completions and we're just running the ball, picking up first downs, and don't fall into many third downs to allow them to get in their pressure package, then we're in attack mode, and it feels like we're in control. So the more you can do that, the more success you have. And then when we finish down the red zone, that's when we'll get to where we want to be, which is a elite offense. But until then, we got a lot of work to do, and we just got to continue to convert and find ways to finish in the red zone.
Mitch mentioned some of the struggles on third and short. Did you see any trend? Maybe
For just mixing up, a lot of our calls were built for man, and we had some risky calls that we just went with, and we believed in them, and they just made plays, and we didn't. So continue to learn, and like I said, credit to them for coming up with those stops, and we just got to be better because those are big plays for the offense.
Even though the result wasn't what you guys wanted, do you appreciate what Aaron Rodgers was able to do?
But he came into the game and seemed like he was just wobbling around, throwing on one leg and able to find completions. And, I mean, that's what it is for the quarterback completion. Just get the ball to your playmakers and give your guys a chance. So that's something he did really well and something I got to do better. Just get the ball into your guys' hands and let them go to work with it. And yeah, it sucks being on this side of it and them being on the good side of it. But I feel like we're a lot closer, and just got to continue to get better.
On the third and short, where you went back to Sims, what did you see on that play?
Yeah, it's just but they just made a play, so you're just hoping to get 1 yard, and came up short, and yeah, just trying to do my job, and it didn't work out.
What kind of statement do you think the Bears offense made tonight?
I don't even know if we made a statement. We're close. We know how close we are. These guys continue to believe, continue to work their tails off. Credit to the offensive line for giving me time and receivers making plays. We just feel like we're real close. You get down in the red zone and you come up with a bunch of field goals, and it feels okay because you're like, we got some points, we're taking care of the football, but they're not touchdowns. That's when you can really separate and help out the defense, continue to take pressure off them when we're scoring. So I don't know if we made a statement. We moved the ball up and down the field, but there's that sense and feeling in the locker room, especially on the offensive side, that we should need to continue to dig deeper and get over that hump of just putting up 20, 23, or however many points, getting to the 30s, getting to touchdowns, convert in the red zone, convert on third down, and really dictate the game instead of giving them a chance at the end, which we did. So I feel like it really falls on me and the offense. And then when you could do that, you just control the ball and you could dictate the game instead of letting them back in. But again, credit to their offense, their defense, and we just kind of continue to pull together, which we will. And we're headed in the right direction, so we're close. But I don't know if there's any statement.
In general, how do you think you played tonight?
I don't know. Immediate reaction. Didn't feel too great about it. I feel like I left a lot of throws out there. I'm definitely have to go back to the film. I know on a few of those I got happy feet, but some of the time I made some plays with my feet, which helped. But just got to continue to play within the offense, within myself, and find completions. I got to do a better job of getting protection set and breaking in and out of the huddle faster, so we could get our checks and kills at the line of scrimmage. It's tough in the environment, but it is what it is. I just got to be better. Definitely, I'm not near a quarterback in this league. Red zone and third down is where you make your money. So I wasn't good in those areas tonight, and I'm sure I'll learn a lot from the film, and I'm looking forward to that. So we held the safety a little bit and give him a chance, and those are the types of plays that Allen's going to make when you just give him a chance. So he made a great catch, and O-line did a great job up front. So that's where we're trying to be as an offense. When the defense, when you kind of know what the defense is doing and what you're expecting, then it allows me to have those plays where I'm going to get the team, no pointing fingers, which we did. We just all game dictate the rest of the season for us. We got a long way to go. There's a lot of so for us, it's just to go out there, attack, and continue to get better and realize that we're that close. And when we get over that edge and we do the little things right, then we can really control games as an offense and take a lot of pressure off our defense. And I think it's great tonight. So as a leader, back to work. Push these guys and make sure we're doing the little things and make sure everyone's doing, and I know they do. So I feel like we're even though it didn't go away tonight, we're in a good spot moving forward. It may not seem like that on the outside, but